What's happening, lawyers, law firms, and other Facebook friends have come to your live today from the local shopping centre. Great place to be. It's good to be around people again. Speaking of being around people, I speak to a lot of law firms and lawyers on a daily basis, and there's a story I want to share with you guys that I heard recently which absolutely blows my mind. Obviously SEO is a great strategy, great marketing strategy for lawyers and law firms, but I was talking to this one law firm that had been doing SEO with an SEO agency for 12 months. I think it was about 12 months or just over a year, and they had been paying this agency $500 per month. And I asked them, how many leads have you generated from all of that activity? And the answer was 0. They hadn't achieved any leads at all, and definitely no fee paying clients anyway from that activity. And that blows my mind. And I think the problem is that on an industry-wide level, on a macro level, when it comes to SEO agency owners have drilled into people's heads that SEO is a long-term marketing strategy. And although you should approach SEO, and you can approach SEO, and you should approach SEO with a long-term mindset, you can also achieve significant results in the short term. And this is the message that I really want to get out there into market, into especially in my industry, which is the law firm and the lawyer industry, is that you can generate short-term results. In fact, when you put $1 into Facebook ads, you're expecting a $3 in return, right? You put $1 in, you want $3 to come out. That makes sense from an advertising point of view. I think that should also make sense from an SEO point of view. If you're putting $500 into SEO every single month, you should be expecting $1,500 to come out of that at least every single month. You should be generating fee-paying clients. You should be at least generating leads from that, right? In fact, we think, my agency, based on the strategies that we implement, we think that the most pivotal part of the campaign is in the first 3 months. Because if you are implementing solid, proven, elite, premium SEO strategies, you can get big results in a short period of time because your website hadn't been implementing those strategies beforehand. So you should get better results. You should increase traffic to your website for specific keywords. And I'm going to go into some of the strategies in this video. So if you are interested in how you generate short-term results, then stick around for this video. If you're watching this live, ask me any questions, get involved in the comments. If you're watching this replay, hashtag Team Replay in the comments. But this is why my agency only asks for a 3-month commitment from law firms up front, because we know that in that short period of time, we can demonstrate the power of SEO. SEO is an incredible tool. And there are a couple of strategies that we implement, and I'm going to reveal to you right now. And if you are doing SEO, I want you to implement these strategies right away. Start thinking about this stuff, because this is how we generate the short-term results. Okay, so the first thing is start looking at the lower volume, lower competition keywords. Right? Really think about the keyword strategy. I talk about this a lot, so I'm if you've watched a lot of my content, you'll know that I already believe this, but you should have some sort of keyword strategy. It shouldn't just be a blanket approach to SEO. Let's just improve the website, let's get some backlinks. You should know what keywords you actually want to target. And within that list of target keywords, you should have keywords that are lower volume, lower competition. Not all keywords are created equal. So start focusing on a portion of your target list on keywords that have low competition, the kind of keywords that you can very, very quickly rank higher for and start generating some volume to your website. Think about how valuable one fee-paying client is to your law firm, and think to yourself, how many people do I need to get to the website if it's relevant traffic to actually generate that one fee-paying client? Let's say it's 10. Let's say 10% of people that go to your website actually end up becoming a fee-paying client, right? So you only need 10 people per month to get that one fee-paying client. So you don't need these high-volume keywords. You can go for the lower volume keywords that have the lower competition so that you can get higher quicker and start generating those returns quicker as well. And the second strategy is what we call backlink matching. So on the keywords, especially the low volume keywords and the higher volume keywords, any keyword you want to rank for, what you want to be doing is you want to look at the backlinks that the websites that are ranking higher than you have. All right. This sounds really complicated right now, but if you have an SEO tool like an SEMrush or something like that, you can actually create what's called a backlink profile on the websites that are ranking higher than you for the keywords that you want to rank for. All you need to do is obtain the same backlinks as those high-ranking keywords, as those high-ranking websites. Obtain the same backlinks as them. So at least then you're on a level playing field when it comes to ranking. Google looks at backlinks. It's a massive part of why they rank a website. It's huge for domain authority, and we've found very, very quick results once we generate the same amount of backlinks as or not the same amount, but the same backlinks from the same websites as the websites that are ranking higher than our clients. In fact, one story that I'll share with you right now, we had one client, they had been ranking number 5 for a specific keyword for ages, and they thought there was absolutely no chance for them to go to number 1 because the websites ahead of them were very SEO savvy, they were very content savvy, they had a huge social media following, they produced a lot of video content, all of these factors that were helping them rank for those keywords. And they just said, no, there's no way we can get to number 1, but we'd like to, give it a crack. And we thought that we could get them to number 1, right? So what we did is we instantly did a backlink profile on those 4 or 5 websites that were ranking higher than them. And we noticed that a lot of them were the same, and some of them, this client didn't have pointing to their website. So we got them within a couple of weeks. And pretty much overnight, like a few days later, once we had the same backlinks as those websites, they were number 1. So it doesn't take long to increase your ranking on Google. This is the message that I want to get out there. This is what I want the industry to understand. It doesn't have to be a long-term game. Yes, you can and should approach SEO with a long-term strategy and a long-term mindset, but you can generate short-term results. And that's why we only ask for a 3-month commitment. So if you hear an SEO agency telling you that it's a long-term game, don't expect results in the first 6 months or something like that, direct them to this video, tag them in the comments, because this is a myth that I am aiming to bust, and I want to get this message out there to as many people as possible. Okay? Any questions, put them in the comments. I'll talk to you in the next video.